Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you very much for joining us while we are tracking a couple of systems in the tropics, another one in the Southern Ocean, and then next week another one back in the tropics again. So there's quite a lot to cover. Let's kick off with Wednesday's animated wind map. We'll start in the tropics, Cyclone Iris, Category 2 when we made this video, still hovering around the Queensland coastline, delivering some very big rainfall totals, but only to one small area because most of the storm is still out at sea. It has been out there now for nearly 2 weeks. Hasn't been a tropical cyclone the entire time. This is the second time around, but it's a lingering storm that will not just budge. It should be up there still for at least another several days. Meanwhile, what was Cyclone Josie falling apart south of Fiji, northeast of New Zealand, running into a belt of high pressure, so it won't be coming any closer really towards us, but it does come into the New Zealand area. Meanwhile, over New Zealand, we've had a warmer than average airflow thanks to those westerlies pushing up the temperatures. And take a look at the North Island's eastern coastline. This area in here, if I just step back, is this extreme zone, 8 degrees above average for your daytime high, your maximum temperature on Wednesday. It is a warm day right across the country, but especially that northeastern corner of the North Island where yesterday it hit 30 degrees. Not bad for April. But things are going to go downhill this weekend. It doesn't start off straight away, but by the weekend there will be a colder change coming, and you can see that dark blue line in the corner. That indicates that change. Meanwhile, for Thursday, we've got high pressure dominating. That's the remnants of Josie. That's Cyclone Iris. They're both well away from us. High pressure dominates and continues the westerly flow around the lower part of the North Island. That continues on into the end of the week as well. For Friday, you can still see the westerlies, the showers on the western side. The North Island pretty much under high pressure, so it should be fairly calm and mild as you end the working week, the short working week this week. Now to the weekend. Saturday looks pretty similar. High pressure dominates around the North Island. In the south, a couple of showers, but it's not too bad. But the temperatures are starting to drop a little bit down around Southland, and that gets more noticeable on Sunday. Look at this. Low air pressure down in the Southern Ocean, a very big high out over Tasmania, and that is shaped north to south, that big high. When they're shaped like that, it encourages a southerly to come up, and with a low on the other side, the two work together and dredge up a southerly. If this was the middle of winter, we would be talking about snow to sea level, but because it's not the middle of winter, it's just the start of autumn, it'll be snow on the mountains in both islands, but some single-digit daytime highs coming next week as well. So you can see the downhill that's going on there on Sunday. By Monday, you can better see that big area of high pressure, that's it there, stretched north to south, and the anticyclonic winds means it goes all the way down off the screen here into the Southern Ocean and then back up over New Zealand. That dark blue line indicates everyone south of that, your daytime highs will be between about 8 and 12 degrees. So it is a cold day on Monday and Tuesday next week. Snow on the mountains in both islands, but it'll be short-lived because behind it there's another high, and that is another tropical cyclone we think that is forming. We don't think at this stage it will impact New Zealand, but it's, as we always say, it's one to watch when it forms directly north of us. So a lot of moving parts. Again, it's a very typical autumn setup at the moment. That is all from me. We'll catch you again on Thursday with the latest.